I remember when I was a kid, my mom made all the holiday meals. She'd wake up in the morning, it seemed, with some perfect plan and some secret ingredient that would make all of the dishes come out of the oven off the stovetop onto the dining room table perfectly on time and tasting extraordinary. About 15 years ago, I started to do the holidays and I decided to start with Thanksgiving. I was really sorry that year that we had an open concept kitchen and dining room. I was at the head of the table, and behind me the kitchen looked like a bomb went off with dirty dishes and pots and pans everywhere. The turkey itself was pretty dried out. None of the dishes were perfect that year. It was missing some secret ingredients, I'm sure. But my mom didn't complain, nor did anyone else at the table. And I felt extraordinarily blessed. Over the years, I've gotten quite a lot bit better at some of the meals. The turkey comes out perfectly crispy on the outside now and moist on the inside. But it was just about 4 years ago when I found out what Mom's secret ingredient really was. Hi, everybody. Kevin Barhade here. It's great to see you all. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. About 4 years ago, 2 days before Christmas, my mom got T-boned in a car accident. She broke her sternum in 3 places and 2 of her ribs. Mom made it through the night in a lot of pain, a lot of distress, but the doctors took good care of her, as did all the wonderful nurses. And the next day, Christmas Eve, we spent the whole day together. Luckily, I didn't have much shopping left to do for the food. But I sat with her, and as we talked about it, I said, I think I'm going to have to cancel Christmas dinner. We had family coming over, and she said, Kevin, don't cancel. I'm just going to be here in the hospital resting. Come to see me in the morning and enjoy the day with the family. All my relatives said, it's okay if we don't do the holiday dinner. And I said, please come. It would mean the world to me. So everyone agreed to come, and the next morning, my wife and I and our boys, we drove to the hospital, brought some gifts for my mom, and realized as we came and sat by her side that the biggest gift of all was that we were together, that she was here, and that we were a family. The hardest part for me on Christmas Day was not wanting to leave my mother in the hospital, not wanting to go home and cook that dinner and enjoy the family time without her. But then I gave her a kiss, told her I loved her, gave her a big hug, and said, Merry Christmas, Mom. And I stood by her bedside and held her hand. And I could tell as I was leaving that that gave her peace. And I could tell as I was leaving that that's what she wanted me to do. That's what would make her proud of me. That's what she had taught me. And so I went home and I did all the cooking. And I got everything on the table just right. And everyone ate every bit, every bite, every last morsel. And that night, as I sat exhausted, barely able to keep my eyes open, I realized that the secret ingredient wasn't the ginger in the cranberry sauce, although the ginger really makes it pop. The real gift that my mother had given me as a child that had infused into my heart was the secret ingredient of being of service to others, of giving to others with no expectation of return, of loving and giving my love freely because I was loved first. My mom's 90 now. She's been with us for 4 more years since that accident. Every day, every holiday, every meal that we've shared has been a real gift. Absolute wonderful gift. Her secret ingredient for me is, of course, her love for me, and my secret ingredient for her is my love for her. But we both have a secret ingredient that we've received even before we had each other. And that's the unconditional love of our higher power. That unconditional love of God for us has been what's given her the ability to unconditionally love me, and me the ability to unconditionally love her. You see, before we loved each other, we were loved unconditionally. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. I wish for you the peace and serenity that comes from the perfect secret ingredient of God's love. Take care.